The GGD One Kit Wonder Architect's Drum Library is a plugin that just released from the people at GetGood Drums. It's a drum library that's meant to replicate the sounds heard on the band Architect's latest album, for those that wish to exist. It's a new entry into their One Kit Wonder series they have, which is their pre-processed series, meaning it's meant to be able to just drop into your DAW and have it sound good out of the box. This new plugin is of course suitable for people who liked the drum sounds on that particular album, but also meant to broadly fit neatly into that type of metalcore-ish genre. It's got a kick, a snare, one rack tom and two floor toms, as well as 9 different cymbals. It also has support for CPU scaling, routing the different mics and kit pieces out to separate tracks within your DAW, and since it runs within Kontakt, it can also run in standalone, making it a good fit to hook up to your eardrums. I have put together a small demo song to showcase the plugin, and after that we'll do a walkthrough of the plugin, and then I'll give you a quick review of what I think of the plugin. In this song, all the drum sounds you hear come directly from the plugin, with no further post-processing applied, except for the mastering chain. This is because, as with the other libraries in the One Kit Wonder series, it's meant to be mix ready, so it felt more fitting to not apply any more processing to it, so you can truly hear what it sounds like. Hope you like it! Just want to remind you that I've done multiple videos on previous GGD products in the past, both in their One Kit Wonder series and their raw drum libraries, so you can check that out in the playlist in the upper right corner if you want to. Anyways, let's do a quick walkthrough of the plugin. So this is what you see when you boot it up. You got some beautifully rendered graphics of the kit right here. You have options for running it in either stereo or multi-out configurations. You got the CPU scaling buttons here. You also got master and reverb sliders here. You also got buttons for parallel compression and master EQ. Moving over to the settings page, you got options for defining the MIDI note for all the kit pieces and articulations. You have some options for dealing with drum mappings. You have options for defining velocity curves, either globally or for each kit piece. And you got some hi-hat CC options. In the groove player page, you can play grooves from MIDI packs that you have bought. And you also have the about page. Moving over to the main page, you also got the mixer window right here, where you can set the volume of the different channels. And you can also define which channel in your DAW should receive each track here. Now let's listen to what the parallel compression and master EQ buttons does, looping a drum beat from the song. Let's also listen to what the reverb slider does. The plugin also comes with a bunch of presets, so let's listen to what those sound like. Sounds neat. So what do I think of this plugin? As I mentioned in the introduction, of course if you like the drum sounds heard on the For Those That Wish to Exist album, this is a godsend. It also fits neatly into the metalcore genre, and I think also fits nicely in other metal and rock genres. I really like that the kit has a lot of cymbals to play around with. I always like big kits like that. It's a perfect plugin for anyone writing music in this genre that's just looking to get a good sound quick. Many users of previous One Kit Wonder entries use it in their final mixes, and not just for songwriting. And I'd say this can fit in a final mix as well. If you want to shape the sound even more, you can always do that, as the plugin has support for routing the different mics and kit pieces onto separate tracks for further processing. It allows you to get where you want faster, but of course minimizes the range of sounds you can get out of it, since it is in the end pre-processed. But if you like the sound of it and only want to tweak it a little bit, that's no problem. Sound-wise, personally, I definitely like it. The kick isn't really to my personal liking, but the smack in the snare sounds really good. It's got a well-defined attack to it with lots of room and reverb that just cuts through the mix. The toms as well sounds really nice and punchy with lots of room in them, making them sound quite huge and cut through the mix. The cymbals has a nice top end to them without sounding harsh. So will I start using it in my mixes? Honestly, maybe. I'm always more of a fan of the more raw drum libraries, but especially the snare might sound really good blended in with, for example, Modern and Massive. The cymbals sound really good on their own, so I might just experiment with replacing my usual Modern and Massive setup with these. And well, that's it for this video everyone. Thank you for watching. If you want me to do more videos like this, let me know in the comments below. Also don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.